Hello everyone, welcome! This is MetalCanyon, and we will not be let's playing anything today, even though you can see Tropico 4 in the background, which is a really lovely, fun little game. I loved Tropico 3, but if you do own Tropico 3, well, buying Tropico 4 might not be the best idea, because it feels just like an upgrade, really, which does not warrant its own game. But, well, here it is, Tropico 4. I got it cheap, I think. Or was it actually even free? I can't remember. Anyway, it's a fun little game, and you can see my little town over here I've already created. I am not playing this in Sandbox, even though I have lots of money. I'm just doing well. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk about was, as I've said on my Facebook page already, I would like to do a questions and answer series. So basically, you know, you can ask me things, because if you remember, if you've been my subscriber for a long time, then you might remember that I used to reply to a lot of comments. In fact, back then, I used to reply to pretty much every comment, which, you know, admittedly took a hell of a lot of my time. And even though I've enjoyed it, it was really quite, well, tiring at the end, because I literally spent hours every day just answering comments. And to be completely honest, even though I appreciate all comments as long as they're civil and, you know, well, in a civil manner, you know, most of them don't really warrant a reply. I do read all comments, as I usually always say. Why do I have not enough power? That's annoying. As I usually say, I do read all the comments, and I do in fact read all of the comments. I just don't reply now to most of them, because, well, you know, if you say, hey, this game is really cool, nice let's play or something, well, I'm obviously thankful for your comment, but you know, I'm not gonna clutter the comment section by saying thank you to every single person, even though I would like to, of course, but again, you know, stuff like that.
Presidente is here.
Presidente is here. I'm just going to speed up this construction of the apartments and give them climate control. Anyway, as I said, yes, I would like to do a questions and answer series. So basically, this is the video where you can ask me pretty much anything, within reason, of course, you know, within reason. Mostly, you know, I'm going to be answering questions about let's plays, about this channel, and so on and so forth. You can also post your comments, you know, what you're thinking about the games or the channel, whatever. And you know, this is a place where we can have a sort of a discussion, and then I will post a reply video to this where I reply to all of these questions. So I'm not going to be answering them in the comments, I will be answering them in a video. I think that's more interesting. Second thing I wanted to say is that I do have my Patreon page up. If you have no idea what it is, well, just check the link down below in the description. So I do have that now as well. And, well, that's about it, I think. You can ask me anything, as I said. Not quite anything. I mean, you can ask me anything, but I'm not going to necessarily answer it. If you ask me what size of underwear I have, I'm probably not going to answer it, although I might, you know, joke and say, well, something for whales, or I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. In any case, yeah. You can ask me anything, and I will also like to ask you guys about what games you would like to see me play on this channel. I've played quite a few games so far, lots of XCOMs, lots of XCOM-esque games, and so on and so forth. So what would you prefer to see on this channel? And yes, I know a lot of people have asked me to play XCOM with the Long War mod, but I think we've had enough XCOM on my page for now. So, yeah, that's that. Look, there's a blimp there. What the hell is that? Oh, that's that thing. They're enjoying it. The slob tourists. Yeah, well, anyway, here's my town. It's pretty, it's nice. I've got all these nice edicts. Hola, hola, Presidente, Social Security. You know, nice stuff. I'm being nice to my people over here. Oops. So, yeah, that's why happiness is 71%. I've won every election so far. I've been in power for quite a long time. And, yeah, if you can get this game cheap, Tropico 4, it's a very, very fun game. I would really recommend it. I have no idea why the hell they have a launcher for it. So you actually have to create an account, you know, via the launcher, and then log into the launcher. So you launch Steam, you launch Tropico 4, which launches their launcher. It's not like Steam, it's just the launcher for Tropico. And then you play Tropico. I mean, what? That's another thing. In these Q&A videos, as I've said on my Facebook page, I might want to rant about some stuff. Because lots of times I have very strong opinions about things. Who's this guy? He's a miner. And, you know, I have very strong opinions about some things. Some things really sort of piss me off sometimes in games, or, you know, how developers are doing it. And this is one of those things that piss me off greatly. Every bloody developer, every bloody publisher nowadays wants to have their own launcher. You know, Steam... Well, I don't really know if it was the first, but Steam, you know, obviously is the biggest player right now. And then you had EA with their Origin, you've got Uplay with Ubisoft. I mean, it's all of these launchers, and then you've got the ridiculousness of buying a game on Steam, having to have Steam on so you can turn on the game, and then having to launch another DRM system like Origin or Uplay, which some people are claiming that it crashes. Both, you know, because you can't have both on for some reason, because they hate each other. It's just annoying. I really miss, even though I like Steam, you know, when I first got Half-Life 2 was when it came out in 2004, I think. I also bought a new computer then, and it came with Half-Life 2, and Half-Life 2 was already Steam enabled. So I actually installed it from a DVD, but it ran off Steam. And that was a completely new thing for me back then. I really didn't pay much attention to it until, you know, a few years ago, really, to Steam. But I really like Steam now. It's fairly unobtrusive. It can be a bit of a dog sometimes, but hey, I don't mind it at all now. What I do mind is all of these other publishers wanting to get their part of the cake now. And it's extremely annoying. I mean, I can fully understand why they want to do it, especially, you know, EA and Ubisoft and so on. They're big publishers, the big companies that want a piece of the action, and they don't want all of that lovely percentages going to Steam, or, well, to Valve, when you sell games on their Steam platform. But it's just so annoying. I mean, once again, just like with pirated stuff, I mean, just like with DRM, which goes against pirates, supposedly, it's the end user that gets the short end of the stick. You know, it's always us. Okay, we've got horrible DRMs because pirates are pirating stuff. What do we get? Well, if you buy the game legitimately, well, you're gonna have to contend with horrible DRM, which will, you know, smack your PC upside down. Some of the DRMs in the past have actually been so bad that they interfere with the PC on a hardware level. I've heard some horror stories about DRM, you know, installing itself, obviously, on a low level. Some of them are quite literally rootkits, which basically means, yeah, it's very nasty software that you can't actually uninstall on your own. I mean, you can, but you can't just press uninstall. But anyway, apart from that, I've heard horror stories where hard drives actually, not hard drives, but DVD drives actually stopped working because the DRM software decided that something fishy was going on. So it blocked access to... I mean, that stuff is just ridiculous. That's like buying a car and then, you know, wanting to drive to the shops or something, and the car refuses to start because... I don't know, you might have been buying fuel from a company they don't approve, or you might have been siphoning fuel from somewhere. How can the car know that you've actually bought your fuel, that you didn't actually steal it? I mean, it's bullshit. It's bullcrap. You can't do that. So yeah, that really pisses me off. I mean, Steam seems to be quite unobtrusive. Steamworks, I believe, is the DRM Steam uses, which is basically just means... that for most games I think you have to stay online. You can play it offline, of course, as well. But yeah, I don't really pay too much attention to it. Wait, where is my...
Are you a rebel?
Presidente.
Back to work again.
Yeah. But then EA, if you've followed the development of Origin back in the days, that was a German who found out that as soon as you install Origin and ran it, it ran a lovely little scan of your PC, basically getting the names of all the files, all the programs, everything, and then sending it over to EA. Now, I believe that was a real thing. You can check it up on the internet, and I believe that EA has since changed Origin, but it's just stuff like that. It really pisses me and many people, I believe, off. I don't like it, and I know it's here to stay, but it's just horrible. Because there's more and more, you know, people, more and more companies doing this, doing their own stuff, doing their own launchers, and then you just end up with a bloody mess on your PC. Oh, I want to play that game. Oh, that's that launcher. No, I want to play that other game. Oh, that's 2 more launchers. I mean, just give us a break. I really sometimes miss the good old days when you went to the shop, bought your game, put in the CD. Look at this traffic jam. You bought your CD. I mean, you bought your game. You put the CD into the drive, put in the serial key, installed it, and that was it. You played. That was beautiful. You just played. Oh well. Anyway, as I said, yeah, I'm probably going to use some of these Q&A videos to rant about stuff, either about games or about, you know, stuff like this. I hope you don't mind. Of course, if you do, you don't have to watch it, because the questions and answers will probably be at the beginning and the ranting then later in the video. But again, yes, questions and answers. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. I will try to answer all of them, unless they're too personal or something. And yes, I also have a Patreon page, the link to which you will find down in the description of the video. How nice is this? These lovely mansions over here and a garbage dump right next to it. So lovely. Thank you for watching. This is MetalCanyon, and I will see you, well, in the answers part of this questions and answers. Bye-bye.